Good day. Thank you for joining me. I am Dr. Stacey Cooper. We are live. This is my live Q&A that I host Tuesdays and Thursdays on Ask Dr. Stacey. Let me just get this fixed up here for you. There we go. This is our live Q&A Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12:15. That's 9:15 a.m. Pacific. And this is where you can interact with us live on the chat, where you're joining us from. And you could submit your questions, things that you want to hear about, how to fuel your body better for better body function naturally. So thank you for joining me today on Ask Dr. Stacey. This is our live program. So you can always connect with me through many different platforms on social media. And I do appreciate when you do like and share. If you find value from the information that's provided, whether it be on the website or on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel, then please be sure to share it with others. Don't keep it to yourself. And that way you will be able to see more of it as the Facebook algorithms begin to work for us. So thank you for your support in that. You can always find us on my YouTube channel, Dr. Stacey Cooper. Just search out that, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Then you will get notifications to when episodes like this are happening, when they're uploaded, and when they're available for you, and the other recordings that I make there on YouTube. You can also plus Pinterest, LinkedIn, all of those platforms. Now, these episodes are filmed straight through on Believe TV, which is connected directly to Facebook. And our Facebook page is Lifestyle Balance Solutions. So today, that we reached 200 likes, yay, celebrating my successes. And that's what you should always do whenever there's a success or an accomplishment or a goal reached. Close the loop. Be sure to celebrate that success. So I'm celebrating today. So let's bump that up a few more numbers. So if you like your information there, be sure to please hit the like button on Lifestyle Balance Solutions Facebook page, and let's get those numbers creeping forward. So thank you for your support. Today we are talking about nourishing your mind. Previous episodes that you can find on YouTube or Facebook, we talk about not just how to feed your body. The food that you do put in your body is important for how your engine is going to run, but we also talk about all aspects of living. So it's not just food, but also what you nourish your mind with, what you nourish your spirit with, how you nourish your muscles, your physical body with exercise. We talk about that as well. So all aspects, and also creating a life of abundance in all areas. So relationships in your work life, in your play life, your physical activity, your recreation, your interests, your hobbies. So providing balance in all aspects. So you can check out those previous episodes on the YouTube channel, Dr. Stacey Cooper, and also on the Facebook page, Lifestyle Balance Solutions. So today is nourishing your mind. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. Have you ever heard that before? Well, you're hearing it today. So things that you fuel your mind with are important, because thoughts that you have, and this is T. Harv Eker that has shared this information. I'm reading one of his books right now, Secrets of a Millionaire Mindset. And so your thoughts that you have create emotion within your being. So just think about it. Think of a thought, whether pleasant or negative, there is emotion attached to it. Those emotions then create the drive for actions that you're going to do. So if it's something that you want to participate in, it's going to move you forward to follow through on that particular action. Your actions is what creates the results within your life. So if you are taking in negative thoughts and feeling negative emotions, then your actions are going to function in a negative direction, and that will result, reach that. You need to choose your thoughts, which then will create different emotions if you're choosing different thoughts, which will then lead to different actions and different results. So if you get out of the same old, the same thing over and over is going to get you something different, I'm sorry to say, but you are mistaken. It's only when you start to implement different things that will then lead to different results. So if you are stuck working instead of living a life that you don't need to take a vacation from, something that you enjoy, your influence your living, then that is something I'm working towards as well. So when you start to implement positive thoughts, actions, emotions, and results, this takes you in a completely different direction. So there are many ways that you can start on this path, and there are many ways that don't cost any money. Just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of research, a little bit of effort. And isn't that what anything good that comes out of life, it requires time, dedication, education, and research. So my grandmother always said, so long as you learn something of the day off. It's a great motto to live by. And when you stop learning, life really becomes stagnant. And what are you then filling your mind with? And how active is your mind? And is your mind just sitting there absorbing passively negative information that's coming in from around you instead of actively working and being creative and engaging and surviving and creating more of a thought process and generating positive? I just feel so energized when I'm taking on a new task or a new activity or even learning a new skill. Just recently, I was participating in paint night. I am not to save my life. I couldn't. But yet, attending a paint night enabled me to experience a side of me that I didn't even know that I had. And this just brings such self-satisfaction in regards to creating something when you didn't even know that it was possible for yourself. So when you start to step out of your comfort zone, that is truly where living happens. That's where life happens. If you just stay within your comfort little confines of your tiny little box and you just exist within that same old, it's still stale. But so if you really want an essence of living and life, I highly recommend that you step out a little bit of that comfort zone, experience some new things, see some challenges, and when you accomplish those and master those challenges and reach those goals, your spirit just continues to climb. You become so energized and proud and happy that you were able to succeed and find a power within yourself that you didn't even know that you had. It is there. Trust me, it is there. Sometimes it's really helpful to have someone else help you along the way, to have a friend, a partner, a mentor, someone who has been down that path, someone who has met some of the challenges that you're facing, someone who has overcome those challenges. They can then help to guide you and show you the way so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you can follow their lead and find your way to success as well in whatever challenge it is you're facing, wanting to accomplish. So these are some great things that you can implement now to getting started or getting to do something a little bit different than what you're experiencing right now, but not knowing where to begin. A library is a great place to start. When was the last time you were at the library? How often do you go to the library? How often do you just browse the stacks of books and find something that catches your eye? I truly love reading and nourishing my mind and having the physical feel of a book in my hand. From a medical stand, the screen time that people are experiencing between either playing games on their phones or even reading Kindle books on iPads and that sort of thing. That screen time does affect the health of your eyes. So give them a little bit of a break. Get back to paper books. Have something physical, hold in your hand. It can be much more hands than an awkward Kindle with glare on the screen. And I just had a patient talking to me about that yesterday as they were away on holiday and were reading books on our Kindle. And she said, I don't find it as comfortable, not as enjoyable, and it's awkward. And then there was a glare on the screen. So it's some books. Go to your library. Go to the self-help section with mentorship, personal development, all of those things, and I'll share some resources with you right here. And that's a great place to start. Now, other things, Google is your friend at times. So there's certainly such a vast amount of information in regards to personal development, mentoring, coaching, and free information that's available in a positive realm. So search out some YouTube and some talks that have been done. TED Talks are a great place to start. Check that out on YouTube. And Tony Robbins, T. Harv Eker, depends what kind of motivation that you're looking for. Jim Rohn, successful business mentors, if that's where your niche is or where you want to expand in your life. Or Marianne Williamson, Louise Hay, how to heal your life. Here are some that I would love to share with you that I have found great help from. Louise Hay is a fabulous woman. I got to meet her personally. She has created Hay House Publishing and, great emotional information. You're Good Now, a great Louise Hay read. She has also done one with Cheryl Richardson. You Can Create an Exceptional Life. Great motivational work that you can share. Marianne Williamson, I've also had the opportunity to work with her and participate in some of her programs. I have another book, The Art of Extreme Self-Care by Cheryl Richardson. This is where you start to take care of yourself and reflect within your being and learn what it is that you truly want. And oftentimes there's so much outside noise going on around us that we're so busy with kids, family, work, all of your obligations that you don't even take time to listen to yourself and your own inner voice and what is important to you. This book really focuses you can start to build a life and a life that you don't need to take a vacation from. This is a really neat read. It's a super quick read. Robert Holden, Shift Happens. So when you shift your mindset, then you shift your perspective. So is the glass half full or half empty? How many times have you heard that? So one that I will just share with you. The meaning of made, not fact. Think about it. What does life mean to you? Whatever it is that you want it to be, you don't have to continue on a search, a blind search, an endless search for finding it, the meaning of life. Create your own meaning of life. Another fabulous, very dear author to my heart, Noah St. John, my business mentor, and the book of affirmations, also Secrets of Success by Noah St. John as well. Many, many books. I believe he has 11 books written through 3 or 4 different publishing houses now. Very fabulous mentor, great heart-centered man who I truly appreciate and has enabled me to help get my business online and reaching many more people. So the book of affirmations work differently because your brain is a search engine, just like Google. And when you start asking the questions, your brain and your being will start to find the answers for you. So it's a great read. Available on Amazon. Just have a peek there. Ask it that your library get it in so others can participate in reading it too. Here's another one, Permission to Succeed by Noah St. John. That's what I wanted to share with you. So, geared, earmarked, it's made. Yourself permission to succeed in whatever life it is that you want to create. You nourishing your mind. Do you spend endless hours in front of the TV watching reruns and series and things like that? And is that pushing your life forward, or is it holding you in the same old, same old? Take some time to meditate and reflect. Take some quiet time to listen to the voice within. I do that every single day. I start my day with that. I set the intention for my day. Also, gratitude goes a long way. So what are you grateful for? Sometimes it may be hard to come up with something, depending on the place that you're at that moment. Even if it's just for the lunch that you're going to be enjoying at this time right now. Be thankful that you have that available to you. Even if it's just that you're thankful that you're breathing this next morning when you wake up. That is something truly to be grateful for. And as you start to come from a place of gratitude, then you will see things open up for you in regards to how truly abundant your life is, even if you think that it's not. But when you start to appreciate even the littlest things, the simplest things, a flower blooming on the side of a road that you can stop, take a moment, and enjoy its beauty, that too is showing gratitude for everything that's around you. So I will leave you with that today for nourishing your mind, your body, and your spirit. You can always find the previous episodes here on Facebook. Just go to Lifestyle Balance Solutions section and they will all be there. I invite you to check out my website, drstaceycooper.com. And there I have a free 2-part video series uploaded right there for you called Eliminate Your 5 Hidden Energy Drainers. This is free training that you can experience and participate in. Just enter your name and email address right there on the website, drstaceycooper.com. Receive it immediately into your inbox. So check that out. Some great healthy tips on getting your body functioning better for you naturally, which is what I love to share with all of my friends, viewers, clients, and those that I mentor. So that's the free 2-part video series, Eliminate Your 5 Hidden Energy Drainers. When you have any comments, questions, things that you would like me to cover on this Ask Dr. Stacey episode and future episodes, be sure to shoot me a line. Just email me. Connect direct from the website, drstaceycooper.com. I'd love to hear from you, and I will share with you all the information that I have in regards to nourishing your body, mind, and spirit naturally for better body function and enhanced vitality. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a fabulous day. Bye for now.